All right, we are going to take this toward the lopsided crow today. So, very much working with the upper body here. Bent arm strength, getting the shoulders, the upper back, the chest quite a bit as well. Other things too, but that is where you're going to feel the emphasis here, and a lot of twisting that carries through the upper part of the spine. So really just keep that in mind. 2 demonstrations before we begin. So once we get to the main part of the flow, you're going to start this in downward facing dog. And you're going to bring one leg up in the air and take this back and forth a few times, but eventually you're going to bring your knee forward toward your chest, stay forward, set your foot down about halfway down the mat, and then you're going to pull the second leg in. And you're taking this into a half tuck shape, and we're setting this up for a bunch of hops. So keep the knee pulled in, pull the heel in toward your seat, so pull that bent leg in tight. Press in your palms, dig your fingertips down. You don't have to take this up too high, but I want you to keep your arms vertical and just keep looking at the same point on the floor. And then stay on your toes as you go back and forth. So you're going to press into the base foot and switch this out, come down on the other. And we'll keep on taking this back and forth. You don't have to bring this up too high, but press in your hands and take as much weight in the upper body as you can. And the mark here of really getting some control is to take this as slow as possible before you land the other foot. And once you try to slow that down, you'll feel exactly how hard that is. So just work it as best you can. We'll take a few rounds, and then we'll move into the flow from there. So keep that in mind. At the end of the sequence, we are going to take this toward the lopsided crow. And how I'm going to demonstrate this here, well, actually, during the flow, the way I'll cue it is coming into crow first. We'll just hold that for a breath or two, and then separate it out, bring the knees to the floor, come into all fours, and set up for the lopsided crow. I will show how to go from one pose to the next very quickly here, and it's an option you can take, and I'll just show that once. But during the flow, you're going to bring in your forward fold, and from here to take your regular crow, you're just going to press into your palms, do your fingertips down as usual, heels up, knees to your arms. Lean forward, keep your hips high, and then lift your feet together, toes to touch, pull the heels in close. After a breath or two, you just set the feet down, bring your knees down, and come into all fours. Now, this is going to enter from a lopsided dolphin. So I'm going to bring my right forearm down to the floor and keep the elbow to the side. The hand's going to come into center, so that forearm's diagonal. Slide the other hand back so you can stack the elbow directly over the wrist and keep the elbow pulled into your side. And then just look down, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees and bring the hips up. Walk the feet in, get the hips up as high as you can. Now my left elbow's lifted, so my left knee goes to my left arm first. Pull the heel in close. You don't want to just let the foot hang, so fold the leg completely. Squeeze the second leg into the first and using the thighs. See if the legs are touching, and then see about lifting that second foot. Now keep in mind, the easiest way to hold this, the most stable, is to keep your hips stacked over the shoulders as much as you can and try to get yourself vertical. So your head will be low and your butt will be up high. Try not to let the feet just hang. Try not to let the hips stay low. It's possible to balance it that way, but it's much more difficult. So just work it as best you can and try to bring yourself into that setup as close as you can. You can always keep one foot on the floor, keep in mind. Now, if you're going to link the two poses together, then you'll start this out in your crow. And initially here, again, keep your butt up in there and keep your head low coming into this because this will help. So you're going to press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, knees to the arms, lift the feet together, pull the heels up close, and keep your head low and your hips up high. Now I'm going to drop my left forearm to the floor, which means I'm going to lean my weight to the right, squeeze both legs together, keep the legs together, and just keep looking down, grip the floor, go as slow as you can as your body rotates, and you're trying to set your elbow down lightly, and that last few inches is a real hassle, all right? That's what you want to control. And if you don't quite bring it down all the way and keep your balance, you're just going to roll off to the side, which isn't that big a deal. I've done that dozens of times, all right? You don't have very far to fall. Just work it as best you can, and it's a good thing to work on, just holding on to your stability as you balance things. So just feel this out and take it as far as you're ready to go today. So to get this started, go ahead and bring yourself into child's pose. So that's going to be big toes to touch, knees out wide so you're on your shins. Walk your hands forward and bring your torso down low between your thighs. And let's let yourself sink down. Bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. And then just go ahead and close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in, let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Fill up your lungs, hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat, so slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. When you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, keep your eyes closed, but walk your hands to the right. So extend your torso long over the right thigh. Stretch long through both arms and keep your seat low to your heels as you're moving to the side. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring the hands through center to your left side. Torso long over your left thigh. Stretch out long through both arms, and again, keep your seat down low. Deep inhale. And with the exhale, bring the hands back through center to the right. Extend long over the right thigh. Reach that left hand as far right as you can go. And then pull the right hand back. Set it down outside the leg. Push down and sink your left shoulder toward the floor. A little bit of a twist here. With the next inhale, reach your arms in line. And then with the exhale, bring the hands through center. Come over to the left side again. Torso over your left thigh. Reach your right hand as far left as you can, and then pull the left hand back. Set it down outside your left leg. Push down. Sink your right shoulder toward the floor. Feel the twist on this side. With the next inhale, reach your arms in line. And then with the exhale, walk the hands into center. And then just walk the hands in toward your knees. Go ahead, open your eyes and sit up tall. And give yourself a moment to settle and stay on the shins if you can. You can always take a cross-legged seat if you need to. And then just take things slow. So with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reach up high. Now with the exhale, bring the hands down to center. And then interlace the fingers, face the palms away from your elbows wide. And then palms up toward the ceiling. Keep the elbows bent, keep your shoulders pulled back, and keep your chest open. And then just go to side. So lean over to the right, gaze up high, keep that left shoulder pulled back. And then bring it up through center. Lean over to the left, right shoulder back, and look up toward the ceiling. Back through center, keep your chest open. Lean over to the right, try to take it farther. And then bring it through center. Lean to your left side again, gaze up high. And then one more round, bring it through center. Over to the right, keep the left shoulder back, keep looking up, hold here. And if you can take it further, press through your palms and maybe extend the arms further. And then bring it through center, lean over to the left. And look up toward the ceiling, right shoulder pulled back, and you can press through your palms and extend your arms further here as well. With your next inhale, just come back to center, release your hands, and bring them down to the floor, come into all fours. And once you're in all fours, just take a moment here, move around a little bit. And then go ahead, bring this into center. We'll take this into a twist right away. Now I want to set this up on the forearms. So keep your hips stacked over your knees, but bring both forearms to the floor. Keep them parallel. And then we're going to take this back and forth, and this isn't quite going to be like the usual thread the needle. We'll just take this back and forth. So with an inhale, reach your left arm up. And then with the exhale, bring the left arm underneath, bring the shoulder down low to the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up high. Exhale, left arm underneath, bring the shoulder down low. Now with your next inhale, reach your left arm high and keep reaching. Take a half bind, bring the left arm across your back. Pull that left shoulder further back and find the twist here. Work it into the mid to upper back. Now you should feel a little restricted to take it further. Go ahead, extend your right leg straight back, big toe to the floor. But then drop the right hip down and use that position to create a little bit more space. Pull your left shoulder further back into the twist. And just keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just go ahead and release this. Go ahead and bring that left arm down. Bring your right knee down. And then we'll take this to the other side. So when you're ready with an inhale, reach your right arm high this time. Exhale, right arm underneath. Bring the shoulder down low to the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And with the exhale, twist, bring the right shoulder down. Inhale, reach your right arm up high. Now keep it reaching and take your half bind. Right arm behind your back. Pull the shoulder back. Look up toward the ceiling. Keep your twist and stay open to the right. Now take it further. Slide the left leg straight back. Big toe to the floor. Drop the left hip down and pull the right shoulder further back into your twist. Take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring the right hand to the floor. Bring your left knee down. Come up to all fours. And you can take a moment to move around here. And let's go ahead and take this into a puppy dog position. So just keep your hips stacked over your knees and come up onto the fingertips. Now keep your arms parallel and keep the hips in place. Walk your hands forward and stretch the upper body long. And really stretch this out. So you want one long line from the wrist creases through to the hips. Look forward a little bit. And then as you stretched out, grip with your fingers and keep your knees pressed down into the floor. Keep the hips stacked over your knees and treat this like cow and cat. So with an inhale, just drop your belly and look forward. With the exhale, round your spine and empty out best you can. And just keep moving back and forth like this, down and up. Now as you sink down low to the floor, come down as close as you can without resting on the floor. And then just work the rounding through the length of your spine as best you can as you lift. And just keep moving back and forth like this. Now, the next time you drop yourself down toward the floor, stay down. Keep the arch in your spine. Go ahead, flatten your palms. Grip the floor. Pull yourself forward, but then pull your hips back and keep your chest sinking down low. Try to look forward here. And just keep breathing with this. And then slowly start to walk the hands in close. Come back up to all fours. And then from here, just move around. Loosen up your shoulders. Move a little bit side to side. Wiggle around. And then we'll take a wrist stretch from here. Now, wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. With your palms down, rotate your fingertips out to the side and then in toward the knees as far as you can go. Now, spread your fingers wide. Dig your fingertips down. And grip your mat. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep that lift best you can. And then from here, you can just circle the shoulders with the wrists, and this might be good enough. Just keep the grip and keep your hands tense like this. Now, if you can take it further, tuck the toes of both feet, hover your knees, and pull your belly and keep your core braced. And then to take it further here, just pulse the knees up and down on my count. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. And then again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And then set your knees down. Now go ahead, come up onto the fingertips, and then walk the hands in close, within 1 or 2 hands lengths of your knees. Now just keep the hips stacked over your knees and make your hands into fists. 4 fingers into your palms, thumbs outside. Press the fists into the floor like you're punching straight down, hand shoulder width. And then keep the fist clenched like this and go back and forth. Now bend to the right wrist, come to the back of the right hand, bend that elbow as much as you need, and then bring it up onto the knuckles. Do the same on the left side. And then lift back up and keep going side to side like this. Now, if you need to release some of the tension, just bend the elbow deep. And if you want to take it further for the intensity, you can try to keep your arms as straight as you can as you go back and forth. But just feel this out. And again, keep the fingers curled in the whole time. And the next time we bring the back of the right hand down, keep it down. Come to the back of the left hand as well. And then press the hands into each other like you're punching one hand to the next. Now from here, just keep the hands pushed together and go from up to down. So sink your chest toward the floor, elbows out wide. And then press back up towards straight arms. And keep moving down and up like this. And just keep moving back and forth. Now as you feel this out, each time you straighten your arms, try to take this further. And just breathe into that stretch as you're moving. And then the next time you straighten your arms, just hold them as straight as you can. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release. Come up onto the fingertips, down to sitting on your heels, and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Once the hands are ready, bring the legs out from underneath you and come to a seat. I'm going to set this up for reverse tabletop. Now, feet in front of you, about hips width distance apart. Hands behind the shoulders, about shoulder width. Palms down, fingertips forward. If you can always rotate the fingers to the sides. Go ahead, just press down. Lift your seat up off the floor. And let's go up and down from here. So with an inhale, press your hips up high. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink straight down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, bring it down. And then inhale, lift one more time and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezing. Lift up high as you can. You can look forward, look up, or hang your head back. Keep your chest pressing up and keep breathing. Try to pull the heels toward your hands. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, come all the way down. And when you're down, take a moment, shake your hands out a little bit. Now, once the hands are ready, we're going to take another version of this, and we're going to take this down onto the forearms. So as you're ready, bring both forearms down to the floor. So the elbows are down, forearms parallel. You got two choices with the hands. You can make the hands into fists and press the pinky edge of your hand down, or just keep the palms flat. Just keep the elbows underneath your shoulders and keep the forearms parallel. Now lift your seat up off the floor, and if you feel too stretched out, step the feet in a little bit closer. So just go ahead and take a moment to set this up. And then we'll go back and forth from here. Now this will feel a little bit more restricted. You're definitely going to feel this across the chest. Work it as best you can. So then inhale, press your hips up, squeeze your glutes. And then sink your hips down. Lift your hips up high again. And then sink back down. Press your hips up, press your hands down. And then sink back toward the floor. Lift your hips up high. And then sink this down again. Press your hips up. And then come back down. Lift your hips up high. And then lower. Press your hips up again, and then sink down. And then lift one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. Push your hands into the floor, and keep pressing your chest toward the ceiling as well. Keep breathing. You can look forward, look up, or again, maybe hang your head back. Take an inhale here. And with the exhale, come all the way down. Now once you're down, just slowly bring yourself up onto your hands. Sit up tall, and when you can take the weight off your hands, just go ahead and shake out your shoulders a little bit and shake out your hands. All right, when you're ready here, go ahead, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands, come into all fours. And then from all fours, we're going to set this up for a full plank. So wrists underneath the shoulders. Step your feet straight back, bring your body into line, feet together, and press your spine up toward the ceiling. Now draw into the belly around the lower ribs and keep your core braced. And hold on to that bracing. We're going to take it from up to down. So once you come down from the right hand onto the right forearm, and then lower to the left forearm as well. Keep your core engaged. Come up onto the right hand, and then lift back up on the left. Take it down the other way. Left forearm down, right forearm down as well. Bring it up onto the left hand first, and then back up on the right. Take it down, right forearm to the floor. Go ahead, bring your left forearm down. Come back, lift to the right hand, lift to the left. Bring it down, left forearm first. Bring the right forearm down. Lift up to the left hand and lift up to the right. Now one more time with the right forearm down first. Left forearm down as well, stay in line. Up onto the right hand, up onto the left. And then take it down onto the left forearm. And then down onto the right and just hold here. Take a forearm plank. Keep your legs together, keep your hands pushing down, keep your body in line. And then press your toes into the floor and just move straight forward and back. Bring your head as far forward as you can. And then slide straight back. Forward for 2, and then shift back. Forward for 3. Bring it back again. Forward for 4, and then slide back. Forward for 5. Bring it back again. Forward for 6, and then shift back. Forward for 7. Bring it back again. Forward for 8, and then come back. Forward for 9. Bring it back again. Forward for 10. And then shift back one more time. Set your knees down. And come up to all fours. Take a moment here and breathe. All right, and then before we move on, we're going to move into that lopsided setup that I showed you at the beginning. So let's take it down onto the right forearm, but stay on your left hand. So the right elbow stays to the side. Move that hand to center, set forearms diagonal. Slide the left hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist, and keep the elbow pulled into your side. Now just look down, tuck the toes of both feet. And then lift your knees and bring your hips up high. Walk your feet and get the hips up as high as you can. Now you can always just stay here, but to take it further, inhale the left leg up high, keep it lifted. And scorpion the pose, bend the left knee, hang your left foot right, try to stack your hips. With an inhale, extend that left leg straight. With the exhale, bring the knee down, touch your left arm. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left arm. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to arm. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to arm again. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left arm one more time and keep it here. Now pull that left heel in close. Keep looking down. And then use your inner thigh. Squeeze the right leg into the left. Try to touch your legs together. Just hold. And then release. Bring both feet down. Bring your knees down. And come up to all fours. Take a moment. Move around here. All right, and then of course we got to take it on the other side. So once you're ready, come down to the left arm and stand your right hand. Left elbow to the side. Move your left hand into center. Slide your right hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist and keep it pulled in. Now just look straight down, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees and bring your hips up. Walk the feet in. Get your hips up as high as you can. Now you can stay here, just keep the right elbow pulled in, but to take it further, extend the right leg high, keep it lifted. And then scorpion the pose. Bend the right knee, hang your right foot left, scorpion here. With an inhale, straighten that leg, reach up. And with the exhale, bring the knee down, touch your right arm. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right arm. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to arm. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to arm. Inhale the right leg high. And with the exhale, set the knee on your arm and keep the leg in place. Keep the heel pulled in. Now as you're looking down, use your inner thigh. Squeeze the left leg into the right. Try to find some contact with the legs. And then go release. Bring everything down. And come back to all fours. Once you're in all fours, just move around, breathe here. Now you can just stay here and breathe and take a break, and that's good enough. But whenever you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your down dog. Once you move in your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Now hands about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms, feel weight toward the base of your thumbs, and then sink your chest down low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, reach your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can. Keep that long upward reach, draw in from the belly, around the low ribs. Use your core to help lengthen your spine and keep your hips reaching high. Now if your legs are tight, just bend the knees and let that tension go. You can always stay loose with it and pedal things out. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine around. Let everything go long and loose here and let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And then restack your spine. Slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last and just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the shins. Lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Find your shape, wrists under the shoulders, palms press to the floor, press the floor away from you, press your spine toward the ceiling, and keep that lift. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line, elbows pulled into your sides, and lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. Let's take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body. Press your feet down, squeeze your glutes. Take some more all the way out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back and look forward. And then lift it up higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll it back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. Press the palms to the floor. Let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang, stand the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees from the mat. Kick down, squeeze your glutes. Pull the hips forward, deepen the arc. And lift with your arms, lift up with your shoulders. Keep your neck long and keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips high to down dog. Paddle out here. Let your hips move side to side. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, open to your scorpion dog, stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten this out, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow. Stay forward, stay lifted like this. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the right foot down halfway down the mat and pull the left knee to your chest. Keep that leg folded in. Now press in your palms, dig your fingertips down. Keep the arms vertical, shoulders over wrists. And we're just going to go back and forth like this. Stay on your toes. So press into the right foot, land on the left. Press into your left foot, come down on the right. Press into the right foot, land on the left again. Press into your left foot and land on the right. Press into the right foot, land on the left. Now press into the left foot, land on the right one more time. Set your left foot down between your hands and step the right foot forward next to the left, forward fold. When you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And then with the exhale, sink into chair. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now once you settle in, pay attention to your stance. Feet within hips with distance, not too wide. Big toes and knees towards center. And belly pulled in. Now keep the arms reaching up, keep your shoulders pulled back, look forward, and then lift your toes up off the floor. Now back and forth, roll it forward, heels up high, and then set your heels down. Forward again, lift your heels, and then set them back down. One more time, forward, heels up high, and then bring them back down. And then from here, take an inhale. With the exhale, hands through center, move into a twist. Left elbow outside the right thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together. Keep your seat down low and keep your twist. Look up over the right shoulder. Now if you want to take it deeper, put the weight to the right foot and see about lifting that left heel. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release this forward fold. Keep your right foot forward, slide your left foot back, come into low lunge. And see that you're setting this up with the feet on two separate tracks so your hips stay squared, left heel lifted behind. Now when you're ready, hands to your hips with an inhale, lift to your high lunge stance. And just take a moment to adjust. Deep under the right knee, left leg towards straight. Left hip pulls forward, right hip back. And keep your spine upright. Now with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide, shoulders pulled back. Keep your chest open and keep your spine vertical. And then take this into your back leg. So dip your left knee low just above the floor. And then lift straight up. Sink down, left knee low again. And then lift back up. Left knee low just above the floor. Lift straight up again. Sink the left knee down. And again, lift back up. Now sink your knee down one more time and hold here. Hover the knee above the floor. Keep your hips squared. And then pulse the left knee up and down here on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your left knee down and flatten the left foot behind you. Come into a kneeling lunge. So both legs at 90 degrees. Now press both feet down into the floor. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, elbows out wide. Open up your chest, let your head fall back. Inhale, reach up, look forward. Exhale, open up again, elbows wide. Inhale, arms up high, look forward. Exhale, open up one more time and hold here. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other, let your head fall back, and keep that left hip pressing forward. Now with an inhale, just reach straight up, look forward. And then find a steeple grip. Bring your palms together. Interlace the fingers. Index fingers toward the ceiling. Now draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open. So bend the elbows if you need to. If this forces your head forward, keep the arms straight if you can. And then we'll go from here and take it up to down. Now I want you to round your spine. So pull your chin to your chest and round from the top in your upper back. Mid back. Pull your belly in tight. And round your low back. Go ahead, hinge from the hips. Come down low inside the right leg. And then press in your right foot. Restack your spine, come back to vertical and bring your head up, look forward. Again, chin to chest, round it down from the top. Take it bit by bit, belly pulled in, hinge forward, bring it down low. Press in your right foot, restack your spine, and bring it back to vertical. One more time, chin to chest, round down from the top. Move with control and take it down low. Press in your right foot, lift all the way back up. And once you're back to vertical, just release your grip, take an inhale. And with the exhale, right hand to your hip, left hand to the floor, forward of your right foot. And we're going to take this to a revolved half moon. So tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee. Bring all the way to the right foot and lift the left foot up off the floor. Right shoulder high, open up your chest to the right side, and maybe just stay here. You can keep the right knee bent, straighten the leg if you can, and then maybe open up even more and reach your right arm high. Now keep your twist, keep your chest opening to the right. If you want to go deeper, you can bend the left knee and take the bind. Reach with the right hand, take hold of the left foot. If you have that grip, kick into your handle, let this pull your shoulder further back. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down, both feet down. Left foot will be the base. Draw the right knee into your chest. And then take hold of your right knee. Let's bring this up all the way. Now once you're up the vertical, take a moment, slow your breathing down. And then bring your hands to your hips. We're going to take this in a dancer. So line the right knee up with the left. And then reach with the right hand. Find the inside edge of the right foot. Once you have that grip, line up the knees. Now we're working to open up the chest as we come into this. Keep your shoulders pulled back. You can bring the left hand to your left hip. That's good enough. If you can take it deeper, take a half bind. Bring the left arm across your low back. So keep your chest open, shoulders pulled back. And then kick into the right hand. Lean forward against the tension of the kick. Now hold just a little bend in the left knee, but hinge from the left hip. Keep your gaze forward. Left shoulder back, right shoulder pulling forward to lift the right knee behind you. And just take this to where you can control here. Keep your balance. All right, slowly with an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright. Hands to hips, right knee lifted for just a moment. And then go set the right foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. And then inhale, lift it up halfway. With the exhale, set your hands, we're going to take it to crow. Palms down, grip the floor, heels up. Bring the knees to your arms, and then look forward, lean, take it slow, but lift your feet together, toes to touch, pull the heels up close. And then bring your feet down, bring your knees down. We'll take that setup for the lopsided crow. So for this, bring the right forearm down to the floor and stand your left hand. Right elbow to the side, right hand moves into center. Slide your left hand back, elbow above the wrist, keep it pulled into your side. Now just look down, tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees and bring your hips up high. Walk the feet in, get the hips up as high as you can. Now from here, left knee to left arm, pull that left heel in close. Use inner thigh, squeeze the right leg into the left to touch, and then lift that right foot up off the floor as well. Then when you're ready, take it through your Vinyasa. Once you find it down dog, move around here. Now to the other side, inhale the left leg high behind you. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, move into that scorpion dog. Stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Stay forward and stay lifted here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the left foot down halfway down the mat. Pull the right knee to chest and squeeze the right leg in. Now again, press into your palms, dig your fingertips down. We're setting up for those hops. Arms are vertical, shoulders stay over your wrists, and just keep looking down. Stay on your toes. Press into your left foot, land lightly on the right. Press into the right foot, come down on the left. Press into the left foot, land this on the right. Press into your right foot, come down on the left again. Press into your left foot, land on the right. Press into the right foot, land on the left one more time. Now step the right foot down between your hands, left foot next to the right. And from your fold, take an inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down. Now again, feet within hips with distance, big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. Keep reaching up, keep your shoulders pulled back, and keep your chest open. And then lift your toes up off the floor. Now roll it forward, heels up high. And then set your heels down. Forward again, lift your heels. And then set them back down. One more time, forward, heels up high. Set them down one more time. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, hands through center, move into your twist on this side. Right elbow outside the left thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together, look up over your left shoulder. Keep your hips low. And if you can take it further, focus within the left foot and maybe lift the right heel. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release, bring both hands down. Left foot stays forward. Slide your right foot back, come into your low lunge. Make sure your feet on two separate tracks so the hips are squared. Take it up to your high lunge. When you're ready, hands to your hips and bring this all the way upright. Now adjust. Deep bend the left knee, right leg towards straight, right hip forward, left hip back. Keep your spine tall. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers, palms open. Keep the elbows wide, keep your shoulders pulled back, and keep your chest open. Now take it into the back leg. Dip your right knee down low just above the floor. And then lift straight up. Right knee down for 2. And then lift back up. Right knee down for 3. Come back up again. Bring the knee down low. And then lift back up. Now sink down one more time. Just hover the knee above the floor. Stay tall. And then pulse the knee up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the right knee down and flatten the right foot behind you. Come into your kneeling lunge. So both legs at 90 degrees, both feet pressing down. With an inhale, reach your arms up. And then with the exhale, pull the elbows out wide. Open up your chest and let your head fall back. Inhale, reach up, look forward. Exhale, open up again, elbows wide. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, open up one more time, hold here. Pull the shoulders back, let your head fall back, draw the shoulder blades toward each other. And keep that right hip pushing forward. With an inhale, reach up and bring the spine upright. And then find your steeple grip, palms together. Interlace the fingers, point the index fingers toward the ceiling. Now straighten the arms if you can, bend the elbows if you need to, but keep your shoulders pulled back here to start. And then from up to down, bring your chin to your chest and curl your spine down from the top, pull your belly in tight. Go ahead, hinge from the hips, come down low inside your left leg. Press in your left foot, lift this back up, restack your spine, and look forward. Again, chin to chest. Round down from the top, pull your belly in tight, and take it down with control. Press in your left foot, lift up all the way, come back upright. One more time like that, chin to chest, round down from the top. Keep reaching through the fingertips. Take it down low. Press in your left foot, restack your spine, come all the way up one more time. Release your grip, take an inhale, reach up. And with the exhale, left hand to your hip, right hand to the floor, fold your left foot. And into that revolved half moon, tuck the toes to the right foot, lift the right knee. And then press into your left foot and lift the right foot up off the floor. Lift your left shoulder, open up your chest to the side. Maybe stay here, you can keep the twist. If you can go further, straighten your left leg. Maybe reach your left arm high and open this up. And if you want to bind it, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand, find your foot. If you have that grip, kicking your hand to deepen the twist. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down, bring your right foot down. And the right foot will be the base. Draw the left knee to your chest. Now take hold of your left knee, and let's bring it up all the way. Now once you've got your balance, just bring your hands to your hips. And then line the left knee up with the right, and let's take that dancer variation. So reach back with the left hand, find the inside edge of your left foot. Line up your knees. Now again, this is working to open up your chest. So right hand on your hip with the right shoulder pulled back, or go further, take the half bind, right arm crossing your low back. Now keep your chest open, kick into your left hand, and then slowly hinge from the right hip. You can bend that right knee, but bring your torso forward, pull the left shoulder forward, draw the right shoulder back, keep looking forward, and just take it to where you can here. Keep your balance. Slowly bring yourself back upright. Hands to your hips, left knee lifted for a moment. And then go set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, let's take it back into crow. Press your palms down, dig your fingertips to the floor, heels up, knees to your arms. Lean forward, keep your hips high, but lift your feet together. Bring the toes to touch, pull the heels in close. And then bring your feet down, bring your knees down, come into all fours. And this time, left forearm to the floor. Stay on the right hand. Left elbow to the side, bring the hand in towards center. Slide the right hand back and keep the elbow over the wrist, pull it in. Look down, tuck the toes of both feet, lift your knees and get the hips up. Walk the feet in, hips as high as you can hold. Right in, right arm, fold that heel in close. Squeeze the left leg into the right, find that contact. And then see about bringing that left foot up as well. And then go take it through another vinyasa when you're ready. Once you find your down dog, move around here. All right, from your down dog into half pigeon, with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And then with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go and bring your left knee down, flatten the left foot behind. Pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right, keep your hips squared. And to sink your weight straight down, find some of that stretch on the right side, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now you can stay upright like this. You can go further toward the back bend. You can always melt down to the elbows. You can take it down as low as you like. Take the version that suits you best right now. But keep the left hip pulling forward, right hip sinking down, and just keep breathing here. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. And then pull your belly in. We'll take another pose. So drag your left knee forward. And we're going to take this into a camel variation here with a figure four. Now just feel this out. And if the figure four is not going to work, just take a regular camel. Both knees down with the shins in line. But give this a try. So bring the right ankle past your left thigh. I'm going to recommend you tuck the toes of the right foot, keep the heel lifted, and keep that right knee out to the side. And just feel this out. If you feel any twinge in the right knee, just back off and take the regular camel with both knees down and the shins in line. But either way, bring yourself up on your knees. Squeeze your glutes and push your hips forward. If the legs are crossed, make sure that right hip's pressing forward to stay even with the left. Now, if this is enough, stay here. If you can go further, hands to heart center, keep your shoulders pulled back and your hips pressed forward. And then walk your gaze up the wall in front. Find the point of the ceiling directly above you. Hips pressing forward, release your shoulders to the floor, and this is plenty. Now, if you want to go further, bring your gaze toward the wall behind. Maybe lift your elbows, maybe reach your arms back a little bit, and maybe a lot. But still, glutes engaged, hips pressing forward. Keep the front of the body long and open, and just keep breathing here. And then bring it all back in. Hands to heart center. Bring your gaze to the wall in front. And then bring your hands to the floor. Release this into all fours. And then bring it up to down dog when you're ready. We'll take that on the other side. So once you're ready here, inhale the left leg high. With the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull the right hip forward. Keep it in line with the left and sink your weight straight down. And look for the stretch on the left on this side, at least some of it, outer hip or toward the glutes. Now again, you can stay upright. You can go deeper toward the back bend. You can always melt it down low. Just take it to where you need to here. All right, again, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. Once the hands are close, pull your belly in, pull that right knee forward. Let's move to that camel variation again. So bring the left ankle past your right thigh, and I recommend that you tuck the toes. Your left foot, keep the heel lifted and keep the knee out to the side. You can always come into the regular camel again. When you're ready, bring yourself up onto your knees. Squeeze your glutes, push the hips forward. Make sure that left hip is even with the right. And maybe just stay here, shoulders pulled back. If you're going to go further, hands to heart center. Walk your gaze up the wall, look up toward the ceiling, and just release your shoulders to the floor, hips still pressing forward. If you're going to go further, bring your gaze toward the wall behind. Maybe lift the elbows a bit, maybe reach the arms back, and maybe extend a little bit or a lot. Hips still pressing forward, glutes still engaged, and just keep the front of the body long. Keep breathing here. All right, bring it all back in. Bring your gaze toward the front wall, hands to heart center. And then go ahead and release. Come down into all fours. And then when you're ready, bring this all the way down onto your back. Once you're down, pull your knees to your chest. Squeeze everything in tight. And then we'll go ahead and take this into one long round of back bending and work the, well, you should have a little bit more openness in your shoulders, and that was what we're going to try to work on here. So go ahead and bring your feet down to the floor. I'm going to start this with bridge and lead into wheel, and you can always stay in bridge, keep in mind, but just take things slow and see about taking things a little bit deeper, whichever pose you settle into. So feet, knees, hips with distance. Bring your heels in close and start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze high. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, press in your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and keep the glutes engaged and your hips pressing up. Now to take it further in bridge, bring the hands underneath your hips. Interlace the fingers, bring the palms in close. And then work your shoulders behind your back as far as you can to open up your chest toward the ceiling as well. Now keep your hands pressing down, keep your hips lifting like this, and keep breathing. And if you can take it a little bit further, see about walking your feet in even closer to your hands. Maybe just pulling the heels back another ½ inch. Re-engage, heels to the floor, hips up high with the glutes engaged. And if you want to take it even further, if you can reach the ankles, use that grip. Draw in even closer, shoulders toward the feet with the hips pressing up. Now from bridge, if you're going to take it to wheel, just release the hands, we keep the hips up. The hands come down around your head. Go ahead, press into the floor. You can always lift to the top of your head first. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and straighten your arms. So hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back of the mat. Keep your glutes squeezing. You can lift the heels if you have too much tension in the low back, but hold tension in your glutes. Now to take this further as well, see about stepping your feet in a little bit closer to your hands, even just a ½ inch. And then reset, dig your heels down, squeeze your glutes, open up your chest, push from the shoulders into your palms, try to reach to the floor, and keep breathing here. And then from wherever you are, bring everything back down to the mat. Now once you're down, draw the knees in close. And just squeeze everything in here and breathe. Let's take this to Supta Gomukhasana. So go ahead and release the left foot to the floor. Right knee to your chest. Open up your right leg to 90 degrees. And we'll cross the legs here. So pull the left knee in tightly behind the right. Now opposite hand to opposite leg. You can hold the knees, that's good enough. Or work the hands closer to your feet. If you're going to take a deep, curl your toes toward your hands. And then pull the feet down toward the floor and up toward your shoulders at the same time. Now whatever grip you have, keep the knees close. Pull down to flatten your spine. And push up into your hands as well as you hold this. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release the cross of your legs. And let's reverse it. Right foot to the floor, left knee to your chest this time. Left leg open at 90 degrees. Bring the right knee in behind the left. And squeeze your legs together tight. You can hold the knees or work the hands toward your feet. And again, if you're going to take a deep curl the toes toward your hands, pull the feet toward the floor and toward the shoulders as well. And whatever grip you have, keep the knees closed. Pull down to flatten everything out. And keep pushing up into your hands, whatever grip you have. Keep breathing with this. Take a deep inhale. Now at the exhale, release the cross of your legs and bring your knees into your chest side by side. Let's take happy baby. Reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. Pull down on both sides. Now draw the knees toward the floor. Outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Flatten out your spine. Sink your tailbone toward the floor. And if you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side here. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw down as much as you can. With the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then start to move bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw it all back in, bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull the knees up as well. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. And then ground yourself into the mat here, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale, hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. Now thank you for joining class. Namaste.